weeks. However, I do want to switch gears here for a top story that we have been following for a month now. We've got Gabby Petito's family out in Wyoming officially retrieving her body. This is as the search for Brian Laundrie continues. Yesterday marked a month since Brian Laundrie's parents claimed that they last saw or spoke to him. So I do want to head out to Northport, Florida right now to check in with Fox's Phil Keating. He's been joining us for the last several weeks as he follows every twist and turn in this case. Phil, good morning to you. What can you tell us?
Well, good morning. We are now into the second month of Brian Laundrie's disappearance. He is nowhere to be found, apparently vanishing on September 13th. 2 days after Gabby Petito's mother reported their daughter missing to the Suffolk County, New York Sheriff's Department. And the searching has gone on in the nature preserves nearby that found no Brian Laundrie, found no backpack, no evidence he was even there. There were a few tips, maybe about a dozen, that came in from North Carolina and Tennessee around the Appalachian Trail. A lot of those were looked into by local police and sheriff's deputies, but none of them actually panned out. So the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie does remain a mystery. As for the Laundrie's neighborhood here, where the parents live behind me, and in that house, that is where Brian Laundrie and his then girlfriend, fiancee, Gabby Petito, also lived before they left here in mid-June to get into that white van and embark on a mammoth road trip out west, visiting all of the national parks. The father, Chris Laundrie, he was outside yesterday mowing his front lawn in front of all the cameras that are here around the clock, and as usual, not saying a word, even though just 2 days prior, the coroner in Wyoming had determined that Gabby Petito died by strangulation. And of course, the only person of interest in her death is the Laundrie son, Brian Laundrie. But still, the father said not a word about any of this, whether it changed his perspective on the whole story. They have an attorney that has advised them to simply do not talk, and they are abiding by that. You can see the white laundry basket in the front yard. Their last name is Laundrie, and some people in the community have now been protesting, picketing them by throwing laundry baskets in the front yard and yelling, dirty laundry, where's your son?" Things of that nature. So that's one little anecdotal development that's happened here. As for the Gabby Petito parents, these are her biological parents and step-parents. They all flew out to Wyoming yesterday. They are retrieving the body of their daughter. They plan to cremate her out there in Jackson, Wyoming, and then return to New York with her ashes sometime over the weekend. They have no intention of actually talking to the media or making any statements while they're out in Jackson. They are going to be meeting with local police and the sheriff's department to find out, to get an update on whatever they can tell them regarding the investigation into the case. Remember, it was for a long time, several weeks, a disappearance case. Where is Gabby Petito? And then her body was finally found in mid-September. So they'll be returning this weekend. The makeshift memorial here in Northport, Florida, that was taken down a couple of days ago because the weather has simply taken its toll. But there is a plan to have a permanent memorial bench near City Hall here in Gabby Petito's honor. Regina?
Yeah, now, Phil, when it comes to the search for Brian Laundrie, you mentioned those efforts at the Carlton Reserve and those tips on the Appalachian Trail. Do you and your team know where we go from here? What are the search efforts looking like this week? Are they still searching for him?
Well, remember, there was that time period of about 8 to 10 days when the search in the Carlton Reserve was very intense, involving 60 or 70 searchers riding big swamp buggies, ATVs, pickup trucks, and walking on foot, also using drones for aerial views. They were really searching heavily because that is where the parents said on the last day they saw him, Monday the 13th, that's where he intended to go hiking, and he used to go hiking there all the time. After about 8 or 10 days, they scaled it back dramatically. The FBI is now in charge fully, but Northport Police was and still is assisting whenever asked. But that didn't reveal anything regarding Brian Laundrie or his whereabouts. I can tell you this, that several people around the country have all kicked in tens of thousands of dollars in reward money for anybody who can help locate and turn in Brian Laundrie. And the total cash award for that right now exceeds $100,000. But the big question is, where is he? The FBI has indicated they weren't going to be doing massive searching like they did at Carlton Reserve that initial time period. They're going to be waiting more for good intelligence and specific tips to then escalate and focus a particular search area when that kind of information eventually comes in.
All right. Well, yeah, that just seems to be the main question. We took another step forward in the case when we got that final autopsy report. Now it just remains, where is Brian Laundrie? So, Phil, thank you so much for continuing to keep our viewers updated here on Live Now from Fox. We'll keep checking in with you and your team. You have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
And everybody, to talk about what Phil was referencing with the laundry baskets, this is actually a look from over the weekend when his dad was actually seen. You can see a multitude of laundry baskets out there in front of the lawn. So some were under the impression that these were part of the makeshift memorials outside of his house, but you kind of just saw that to the left-hand side of your screen. But as you heard Phil say, this is actually in protest to the Laundrie family, and neighbors claiming that they're not sharing enough, claiming that they know more than they do. But it's important to note that still their son is just a person of interest. The only charge that he has against him right now and that they're looking for is fraud for those credit card charges that were found by the FBI during the time that Gabby was missing and he was making his way back to Florida. So again, we will continue checking in with our teams out there in Northport, Florida. Our Fox 13 Tampa team has also been such a huge help when it comes to this investigation and the search for Brian Laundrie, which you heard Phil say has definitely died down over the last couple of weeks. It was a couple of weeks ago that you saw this multitude of officers, of canine units. Like he said, they were using drones, they were out on ATVs, four-wheelers, and swamp buggies searching the very rough terrain that is out there. It has been said many times that there are alligators out there, that the water is very deep. At one point, they even had dive teams out there to search a lot of the swampland. So it's been a very busy month at this point searching for missing Brian Laundrie. And again, we do know that Gabby Petito's family is out in Wyoming retrieving her body. So they are going to return to New York with her ashes over this upcoming weekend.